Hi guys! So for this week, we will be learning about multiplying binomial. So multiplying binomial requires more steps, but before we dig into that one, we have to do some review. So these are important terminologies. So we have monomial and binomial. So when you say mono, that means one. So monomial, which means one term. Example, 3x plus 2, 5x. So those are example of monomial. Where binomial is two terms. So example, 2x plus 4. So we have to master one way in multiplying binomial. And that is what we called FOIL method. So the FOIL method is this. So just remember the abbreviation for the FOIL. F stands first, O stands for outer, I stands for inner, and L stands for last. So this FOIL method is the arrange process so that we're not confused in multiplying our monomial. So for example, we have this one. 5x plus 1, 2x plus 4. So on our FOIL method, it says we multiply first our first term. So this is our first term. 5x times the first term of the other one. 5 times 2 is 10. X times x. Remember, x is having an exponent of 1. It's invisible. So we just add those exponents. So we have x2. I hope that is clear. Now, what is the next on the FOIL? After the first, we need to proceed with our outer. So how can we get our outer? So this is outer. So the first and the outer. So both of them are outer. So I miswrite that one. That's supposed to be outer. So 5x times 4. 5 times 4 is 20x. Okay, and what's the next? The next would be inner or inside. So inside, we have to multiply. 1 times 2x. 1 times 2 is 2. And then you just write the x. So that is our inner. And then the last on the FOIL is the last. So we have to multiply our second and the last. 1 times 4 is equals to 4. Now, each answer you get, you just write that on a piece of paper. So this is our first answer, second, third, fourth. Now we're almost done. We just have to combine this one because they are the same term. 20x plus 2x is equals to 22x. So our final answer would be 10x squared plus 22x plus 4. Now, unlike what I did, you could always do that in one piece of paper. You could just use the arrow to work for it. So look at this. I use the arrow green to multiply my first. And then I use an arrow red to multiply my first and the last one. So that's the outer. And then the second and the first. And then the second and the last. And then I just combine this to 20x plus 2x because there are like terms. So I have this one. So you could always do this. I call this the arrow method because you have a clear view on what number you have to multiply. Now, if you're confused with the arrow, I encourage you to take a screenshot of this one so that you know what number you're gonna multiply. Now, let's have an example that you will be able to try. Okay, how about this one? So again, we will follow FOIL. First and first. 2x squared times x. How many x this time? We have 2 and 1, and there's no number, so that means 2x squared times x is 2x cubed. Let me just write that one. 2x cubed. Why we have cube again? Because this is 2 and this is 1, so we just add the exponent every time we multiply. Next on the FOIL is the outer. This is outer and this is outer. So 2x squared times 4. 2 times 4 is, correct, that's 8. And then just put x squared. So let me put an arrow in that one. I'm gonna put this on top this time. 8x squared. You get that one? Outer. Next, we have inner or inside. So what are the two inside? So we have x and 1. So we create an arrow. So if I do this one, let me fix that one. So what's 1 times x? 1x or just x? So let's just put 1x so that we're not confused. And last on the FOIL, we have to multiply the last number and the last number. Okay, so let me put the arrow. 1 times 4. So what is 1 times 4? Perfect, that's 4. Now, once you already have those answers, you were able to do your FOIL, you just put them together. Okay, always remember, you always put the highest exponent at the very beginning. So which one is highest, 2 or 3? Obviously, it's 3, so 3 goes first. So final answer is this one. Now always remember that when you're multiplying, you always look at the sign. If it is a negative, negative or minus 1 times plus 1, so you always consider its sign. So for your assignment, I will be uploading it into Google Classroom, so hopefully you could download it or you could open it. Thank you guys.